guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, please subscribe if you are new here with the notification bell on. We're on the road to 157,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey, so hit subscribe and join the fam. But what's going on, you guys, and welcome back, and today we're going to be doing another spooky story, guys. That's right, today we are looking at a story called The Dark and Lonely Road. So the story of The Dark and Lonely Road is a scary story about a young boy who imagines there is a hideous monster lurking in the darkness in a lonesome place in his neighborhood. Now, I read this one already today, and I gotta say I love the story, so I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this. It's very, very spooky. But enough of the jibber jabber, let's jump right over to the story. The Dark and Lonely Road. Every night, you sit there in the comfort and safety of your home, but you have no idea what is going on outside in the darkness. Not far from your home, there is a dark and lonely road. You may not know about it, but it's there. All over the country, in small towns and cities, there are so many of these dark and lonely places. When I was a young boy, I lived in a small town. Johnny Craig lived across the street from me. I was friends with his big brother. He was just a baby then. I saw him growing up, but I never really paid much attention to him. Sometimes in the evening, my mother would send me out to the local store to buy a carton of milk or a bag of sugar. On the way to the shop, I had to pass a long, dark stretch of road. During the day, it was just a shady place lined with old, gnarled trees and vacant lots where nothing had been built and nothing was ever going to be built. I was never afraid of it by day, but at night, it was a different place. A lonesome place. A place of darkness and strangeness. A place of terror and fear. There were no houses nearby, no streetlights. It was pitch black as black could be, dark as the deepest night. The tall trees blocked out the moon and the stars, casting their long shadows across the road. Whenever you had to go that way, you walked slower and slower. It was like stepping into a dark tunnel. Behind you were the lights of the houses, the sound of the cars, and people walking along the sidewalk. Ahead of you, there was just a long, lonely stretch of darkness in which anything could be lurking. Anything at all. Every time I had to pass that place at night, I would dread it. I kept hoping somebody would come along so I wouldn't have to walk alone, but nobody ever came. As I walked along that dark stretch of road, I would keep my eyes fixed on the trees, half expecting to see something or someone lurking out there in the darkness. Perhaps it was the boogeyman. My mother had often told me stories about the boogeyman and how he waited in dark places for boys and girls who strayed from the path. Perhaps it was a child predator. My mother had also warned me about evil men who try to lure children with the promise of candy and puppy dogs. Perhaps it was something else. Something worse. Out the corner of my eye, I would catch glimpses of misshapen figures crouching there in the pitch black, waiting for the moment when they would burst forth and pounce on me. Then, in that silent and isolated area, they would begin tearing me and rending me and doing unspeakable things to me, and nobody would ever see me again. I'm not sure what I expected to be lurking out in that lonely place at night. My imagination always got the better of me. In my mind, it was a hideous creature, somewhere between animal and man. It had long, spindly limbs and huge, sharp claws. It had wet, slimy skin and eyes that burned like fire. I imagined it hiding in the branches of those old trees, dropping down without a sound, and stalking the unwary boys and girls who pass along the dark and lonely road at night. One night, it almost got me. I was walking down the lonely road, and all of a sudden, there wasn't any light up ahead. That's when I knew it was coming. I could just feel it waiting there in the darkness. I started running, desperate to get away, but I could feel it behind me. It was gaining on me. I could feel its breath on the back of my neck. I ran and I ran as fast as I could. I ran until I thought my heart was gonna burst. It almost had me in its clutches, but I managed to get away. When I got back to the safety of my house, I looked at myself in the mirror, and there was a long, jagged rip in the back of my shirt, as if a sharp claw had tried to grab me and just missed me by an inch. That scared me, real bad, and afterwards, I hated going down that lonely road more than ever. Some night, I won't come back, I warned my mother. She just laughed and told me not to be silly. There's something out there in the dark, I told her. There's nothing out there in the dark that isn't there in the night, she assured me. But what do adults know about the world? Grown-ups think they know everything. They place their trust in what they read, but they only read what is reported in the newspapers and on TV. They drive around in their cars and never have to walk anywhere at night. They don't know what goes on out there in the dark, in the wretched, lonely places where no light ever shines, and the darkness hangs like a cloud on the ground, and no birds ever sing. I knew they wouldn't believe me. I knew there was nothing I could say to convince them that something or someone lived down there among the trees on that dark and lonely stretch of road. As I grew older, I gradually forgot about the lonely road. I got taller. I went to high school. I started playing football. I learned to drive, and I started dating girls. The years passed by, and somehow I forgot about the thing that lurked there in the darkness. The memory of it remained in a distant corner of my mind, but it was a memory locked away in childhood. The years passed by, but I never thought about the other kids that have to walk down that dark and lonely road at night. 3 days ago, Johnny Craig went missing. He lived across the street from me. I was friends with his big brother. He was just a baby. I saw him growing up, but I never paid much attention to him. Not until he went missing. They found him in the trees on that dark and lonely stretch of road. His body was torn and ripped and crushed, almost beyond recognition. The police said he had been mauled by some kind of animal. The moment I heard about it, I knew what had happened. Johnny Craig had been murdered by the thing that my childhood fears had created, the thing I had conjured up in my imagination. I had left it on that dark and lonely stretch of road. I had left it there to wait for some scared little boy who happened to be walking home one dark night, a little boy who couldn't run as fast as I could. After that, the town cut down the trees and put up streetlights. That stretch of road isn't dark and lonely anymore. The thing that lurked there is gone now. It's gone somewhere else, where the people are unsuspecting, to some other small town. A small town like yours, where it will wait, just as it did here. It will wait for some other frightened little boy or girl to come along. It's only a matter of time. Wow! Okay, that was a good story. I really liked that one. It gave me chills, because I think about stuff like this too. Like, even though I'm a grown up, I'm a grown man, but sometimes, you see those lonely stretches of roads, and it just makes you think, like, what's out there. And even though, like, I believe in ghosts and stuff like that, I believe in dangerous animals, obviously, but it's always the fear of something else. And I don't know why. I'm supposed to be a grown up, but I still believe that there is bad things out there that we really just don't know about. I personally believe that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it, guys. Remember, likes really help out my videos a lot, and I would really appreciate that. And also, guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think this was on the road? What do you think it was, like some kind of monster, some kind of mutant, some kind of demon, an alien? Let me know in the comment section. And also, let me know in the comment section, do you guys believe that there's stuff like this out there in the world too? Let me know in the comment section. And also, let me know that you're a proud member of the What Shall We Do Next Again Army. And remember, the most important thing of all, chase your dreams, keep on fighting, and I'll see you back here in the next video. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more and also be featured in my videos, go check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer. As you can see, we have different tiers, different rewards, so go over there, check it out, and I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on, and also follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. So go follow me on all of those, and remember the most important thing, I love you guys, and chase your dreams.